Hey guys, how's it going? It's Charlie Marr, and today I want to share with you something that is just critical. It's super important on your learning curve and learning to value invest to millions. It's something that comes up a lot. It has to do with mentality, with the psychology behind it, the way you see the markets. And long story short, I was inspired to make this video because someone sent a comment to me on Instagram, which I'll share with you right now. It was just kind of like a petty remark. And I was like, you know what? If this guy doesn't understand it, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that just don't understand it. I always tell you guys, we saw the videos before. Either you get it or you don't. He just happens to be one of the guys that don't get it. You might be there, but I'm hoping that by the end of this video, I can convert you to understanding how this works and for you to see a different, have a different perspective and view the market differently and investing your money differently. Long story short, I had posted a story on my Instagram talking about the growth, how obviously I started with around $2,500 and how I turned that into where I am now and how I got to $1 million by the age of 22. I was 23, but it's hard because it was the same week of my birthday. So I never know if to say 22 or 23, technically 23 because it was right after my birthday. But 22 sounds cooler. Anyway, so value investing to millions. So that's the story. I posted that on Instagram and I saw this comment. Let me go ahead and share this with you guys. Now, how did I come across the comments? Well, I had posted that I needed help. I was looking to hire someone from Monday through Friday to just do a side job for me. And I posted that on Facebook. I posted it on Twitter, on my Instagram story. And I was getting so many messages. You can see a lot of them here. This is just requested. And then I got a bunch on my general, on my primary, because there's different tabs in Instagram. I got a lot of emails, a lot of Twitter messages, a lot of Facebook messages, and even a few on Snapchat. So I was kind of looking through them, and then one caught my attention by this guy, Facundo. I don't know if I'm going to say his name. And here it is. And I just saw this real quick. It said, so you expect us to, and I kind of figured it was going to be like something edgy. So I opened it, and then I saw that he had messaged me before. So he messaged me, I guess, October 2nd, saying like, hey man, learning from what should I read to turn 0.50 to $1? Weird. Anyways, he's asking me like, what should I read to turn 50 cents into $1? I didn't respond. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see my messages on the direct. Okay. I get a lot. I seriously get like 25 to 50 a day, and they all go into my requested, which I don't see. I have to go to a separate tab to see the requested. And every 2 to 3 days, I can't see past 100 messages. So if you think about it, I get 25 to 50 messages a day, every 4 days, every 3 days. If I didn't see your message already, it's gone. Like, because it's the new 100 come in. So I don't see them, but I guess he had messaged me, and then I saw his current comment, which is, so you expect us to believe you multiplied 400 times your money in just 4 years. Here's the message bigger. So you expect us to believe you multiplied 400 times your money in 4 years. Laughing face, funny remark. He's trying to, I guess, stab at me. But so this inspired me. I was like, okay, this guy is clearly not educated in this niche, in value investing. He doesn't see the world the way I see it. He's ignorant in this moment. So I figured there's a lot of you out there who might run into this issue, and why not take this opportunity to show you this? This is a great lesson. This is a great thing to understand. So we're going to go ahead and look into it. So real quick, I wanted to see who this guy was. I don't think he cares about being public. I mean, his Instagram is public. This is a side account that I have. I went in and it's public. You can see here, he even has his address, like his business address, where he's from. Clearly, this guy doesn't care about everything being public. Anyway, so yeah, that's the guy. This is my account, so he follows me. It's funny how all these guys that always say stuff always follow me. They always have something to say or they hate, but they stay following. Anyways, so let's go ahead and move on. So the difference here, and the thing about this is that it's the difference between investing hard versus investing smart. Now, we go back to this guy. He's a lawyer. He says he's a lawyer. So this guy's probably has such a mentality on working hard. He's probably reads so much and works his ass off. And he works a lot. It's hard to become a lawyer. You have to go to school, and I don't know how many years, and all these books, and learn all these things. He's on the working hard side. I don't do that. I just work smart. It's different, to each their own. So it's working hard versus investing smart, working hard versus working smart. And the difference is just the effort versus strategy. One of them requires a lot of effort, a lot of work. The other one is just strategy, So let's go ahead and go into it deeper, because this falls into the mentality. It's all about, it's the psychology behind it. It's the mentality, the way you view things, the way you see things. And the way he sees it right now is he sees it as, holy crap, you have to turn $2,500 into $1 million. That's 2,500 times 400. That's the way he's seeing it. And that's not the way I see it. So he's thinking, wow, he has to do 400 times that 2,500 to get to $1 million. Because in this case, he's talking about $1 million, turning 2,500 into $1 million. That's the way he sees it. This is a good example, I guess, with the equation. Now, here's the way I see it. So he's thinking 400 times. Here's the way I see it. I'm thinking I need to double my money 9 times. This is the way I see it in my head. That's the equation for it. And if anything, that equation actually gives you more money. So that's the difference. This is the mentality behind it. And one of them, he's thinking working hard 400 times. It's crazy. He's thinking like impossible. I'm over here thinking I only need to double my money 9 times. And so I'm thinking it of increments of 100%. We buy $1 for 50 cents. He's thinking 400 times. That is the difference here. And I'm hoping you guys start to see the way I see things. Anyways, so if you were to do the math, that means that if you turn 2,500 into $1 million, that's a 39,990% return on your investment, which again, it's most likely what he's thinking. And it's crazy to think that. What investment gives you 40,000 times your return on your investment? None. I didn't invest in one stock that got me 40,000% on my investment when I turned 2,500 into $1 million. That's not how it works. I saw this in increments. It's the power of compound interest, the 8th wonder of the world, compound. Now, let's go ahead and look at the results, okay? So our goal here and what we're doing is buying $1 for 50 cents. This means that it gives you 100% return on your investment. Now, of course, this isn't going to be perfect. Sometimes you take 80, sometimes you take 120. I took a lot of 150%, 200% returns. Sometimes 40, but let's just do the math based on this, which is 100%. That's the goal. That's what I aim for. I buy $1 for 50 cents. So now let's go ahead and look at the math the way I see it. Now, on the side, we have our investments here. We're going to have our cost basis and then how much the result is. So let's go down the line. So let's just say you invest your first investment. You put 2,500 into one stock. You buy $1 for 50 cents, and then you turn that into 5,000. That's your first investment. Then you go into the second one. Your 5,000 turn into $10,000. Your third investment turns your 10,000 into $20,000. This is kind of where we're at right now with our 100K challenge. And if you have doubt, go look at the 100K challenge. We've turned $3,500 into over $20,000. That's like a 480% return on investment in 10 months. It hasn't even been a year. Now, keep in mind, usually I do these 2 to 4 times a year. In this example, though, we're going to cut it down a little bit and just look at 2 times a year. And even if we do it 1 time a year, it all will make sense and come together. I know it seems a little dramatic, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So your 10,000 into 20,000. By the way, on the 100K challenge, it's on the website and you can see proof of every single investment. Funny enough, we haven't even made 100% return on a stock, but it's compounded. So we're up 5.7 times our money, 5.7 times in 10 months. I'm only telling you guys to aim for 1 time, like 2 times a year. Anyways, so by the fourth investment, you turn your 20,000 into 40,000. You're doubling each time, right? And then you go from 40 to 80, from 80 to 160,000, from 160,000 to 320,000, from 320 to 640,000, from 640, now you're over $1 million. You cross $1 million in that 9th investment. That's the way I see it. I'm not seeing it I have to do 400 times. I'm thinking all I have to do is double my money 9 times. How do I do that? Investing in stocks trading below fair value, investing in stocks that are within my circle of competence, having a margin of safety, understanding what I'm investing in, and keep sticking to my discipline. Buy $1 for 50 cents. Buy a stock when the value is there and sell when it's no longer there. That's it. I don't overcomplicate things. And of course, I'm not over diversifying my money. So I like to keep my money I like to invest my money in my best ideas. Now, of course, this is going all in on one stock, but that's not how it works. Sure, you can do that. I have done it. I recommend it sometimes when you find a really good liquidation stock. But since we're always buying $1 for 50 cents, maybe this is 2 stocks. Does that make sense? So maybe you put half, let's just do the 5,000 one. It's easier for the math. Maybe you put 2,500 in one stock, 2,500 in the other. They're both buying $1 for 50 cents. They both grow the same amount. So you end up with the same results. You can have 3 stocks, but you're buying $1 for, does that make sense? So just, you have to kind of focus on the logic behind that. Charlie, sorry, my dog's making a lot of noise. And that's the way it works. And what he is not seeing is the growth that you do at the end, the compound. Now let's go ahead and move on here. So I like to do this. I see this happen, and I usually do this 3 to 4 times a year. Now we're just sticking to 2 times a year. Maybe in year 1, you go from 2,500 to 10,000, which we're already beating on the 100K challenge. We're up 5.7 times. This is just being up. I don't know what the math is there. Now on year 2, you that's the section. You go from the 10,000 to 40,000. On the year 3, you go from 40,000 to 160,000. By year 4, you compound like crazy from 160,000 to 640,000. Then on that slight section, that next year, I guess, you already crossing 1.2. Heck, half the year you would already beat that. So that's just what he doesn't understand. He's thinking, I don't know if this makes sense to you guys, but let me give you more examples. So when you turn 2,500 into $320,000, that's 12,700%. For starters, we didn't invest in one stock that brought us 12,700%. That's the way people think, because they're not seeing the compound. They're not thinking of the rinse and repeat method. Again, I'm a contrarian compound value investor. So it wasn't one stock that brought me 12,700%, but it was me compounding my money, buying that $1 for 50 cents that helped me get a high return. So people think it's crazy. They're like, bro, no stock has done 12,700%. You're such a liar. How did you turn? I'm compounding it. Now, here's where it gets even crazier, what he doesn't see as well. Now, from 2,500 to 320,000, that's a 12,700% return on your investment, right? When you get to the 640,000, that's 2,500 into 640,000. Now you're looking and you get to say that's a 25,500% return on your investment. You didn't invest. That's just going from 320 in this 8th investment to doubling it. All that was 320 to 640. That's a 100% return on your investment. That was one stock that gave you 100% return on your investment. But when you're looking at it from your start point, you went from 12,700% to 25,500%. It wasn't one stock that gave you, what is the difference here? I don't know, 14,000, I don't know what the difference is here is, 13, 14, 15,000% return on investment difference. Yeah, it's like 13. I don't know what the math is. It wasn't one stock that gave you that 13,000% difference. No, you just went from 320 to 640,000 because you're doing it in increments. That was a 100% move. But from your initial point, you jumped from 12,000 to being up 25,000. Compound. That's something that isn't understood. Now, here's my portfolio. This is my growth. This is how I've been performing. I've had a beautiful year this time around. But it's been growing. It grows exponentially and it grows consistently, I guess, in other words. If you want to kind of take a screenshot. So this is what I had posted and what I was talking about, because I think they asked me, how did I get to my first million or how long it took me? So I posted this. And I talked about how I got to $1 million by the age of 22. So it's around here. It's very small, so you can't even see those numbers anymore. And that's what he's laughing at. Like, okay, in 4 years, yes, that's what happened. And guess what? Just last year, I was at like 3.4 million. We're crossing 12 million now. That's 4 times the money. Does that make so? It is what it is. And I've had slower years in the past, but it's not compound. I mean, not too long ago, just when I was 24, we were shy of, at 2 million? I don't know what it's at here exactly. I'll have to look at the number. Anyways, I hope that just makes sense to you guys. The mentality and the way of seeing the market, the compound part. What else here? Okay, so just more to show you how crazy this appears. And I get it. So I could tell people now I've turned $2,500 into $11 million. That's a 439,000% return on my investment. Again, no, it wasn't one investment that made me that. No investment will give you 440,000% return on your investment. It was just compounded. Now, let's just say I have my $10 million in Alibaba right now, right? I believe I can double my money with Alibaba. I don't know how long it takes. Maybe it takes a year. Maybe it takes 2 years. I don't know. That means that I will grow from 10, let's just say 10 million. Okay? From 10 million to $20 million. Now let's look at the comparison. If I went from if I turned 2,500 into 11 million, that's 439,000 return on my investment. When I get to $20 million, that's 799,000% return on my investment because I doubled that 11 million or 10 million in this case in Alibaba to 20 million. No, I didn't find a stock that gave me that extra 400,000% return on my investment, whatever the difference here is. Yeah, almost 400,000. No, I just doubled my money and I doubled it and doubled it. So that, I mean, at a point, I'm going to be able to say this. I turned my 2,500 into 20 million. People are going to laugh. They're laughing at me now. Imagine when I get to say I've grown my money 800,000%. Now, of course, I've added some money along the way. I started adding money after I had $1 million. I didn't do that before. I had like 1.3 million or something like that, 1.4 once I started adding money monthly into my account. Before that, I didn't do that. So it starts to get a little bit different there, but I just want to show you the percent difference. And imagine going from 20 million to 40 million, I mean, millions of percent returns. So I just wanted you to see that and get that idea, right? Now, I have some news for you guys. I have been getting bombarded and just getting freaking hammered with messages every day to open up the Discord again. Here's this guy, I mean, please, I'll pay whatever you want to get back in. Have you thought of opening the Discord? Open the Discord. Hey man, I want a chance to get in the program. Do you have the program? I just want to get in your membership. I need to sign up. I mean, this was just the same day, by the way, these screenshots. Obviously I had been busy and there was just so many things, and I'm not really a teacher. I mean, y'all know the whole story, so I don't really get into it. But if you're watching this video, I have opened it up again. I know I wasn't going to, and I didn't want to, but there's more to it. Maybe I'll make another video. I don't want to talk too much into it, make this video too long. But long story short, I mean, I have people on my payroll, and it kind of sucks having to cut them off. So to keep them on their job, I think would be great to kind of keep it going. Also, I mean, you guys are just asking for it. You know, you guys want to keep doing it, and you guys keep bothering me. So I have a better team now, so everything's more organized. We've moved from Telegram to Discord, so everything's just better. If you want to see everything that comes when you join, this is a paid thing, by the way. It's not free. There's actually a video now. So if you go to my website, charliemar.com, it was in the beginning of the video, or it'll be on the description maybe. You'll see a video. Watch the video. You'll see everything that's included. And anyways, I just wanted to share that. I know a lot of you have been sending me messages. I'm getting a lot of emails and people on YouTube on the comments. It's been nonstop, just everyone telling me. Anyways, so that's the good news. So you guys are welcome to join the Charlie Mars Value Investors Club. That's all it is. It's a club. This isn't a course. But you learn a lot and you get to see everything. Go watch the video that's on the website. Anyways, it was good talking with you guys. I hope you guys learned something and kind of understand what I'm kind of talking about on the compound side. Anyways, I will see you guys on the next video.